Hey everybody, long time no see. I am in the car, but I'm not driving this time. I got some feedback from my last couple videos that driving and vlogging is not safe. So here I am giving you an update. I'm going to try to film this whole week. It's the first day of October, so I was like, why not just do a video? I have some fun things planned that you'll see. I'm glad to be back. I just think that life gets in the way of filming and editing videos, unfortunately, and just creativity too. I don't really have ideas to film, and I don't want to just film something that's boring either, but I'm going to try to make my normal week as fun as possible for you guys to see and maybe enjoy. And I know maybe like one of you is thinking, I started this series called My Teaching Journey in June when I first got my first ever teaching job, and I want to do another installment of that series, but at the same time I will talk about kind of why I haven't continued on with that series, and maybe at the end I'll talk about that a little bit more later. But right now I wanted to film me going to work. So it's a Saturday, but I also work part-time at a tutoring center that I started the beginning of 2022, so I kind of carried that over into the school year, and I just work on Saturdays, but it's a great part-time job that allows me to get some more money, but also more experience with students at any age. So I'm heading to that job right now, and then shortly after that I'm getting my car checked, which is, I know it's so exciting, but then after that I'm meeting up with some friends. So I will see you soon. I don't know what I'll film, as always, but thank you for joining me, and let's see where we go. So it's a week later already, and I have some footage that I'm going to share shortly, but I also wanted to share more things that are coming up in October, so this is going to be a month-long vlog, and we're going to see where it goes. But the first thing I did was what I said originally, was meeting up with my friends, Jenna and Lauren, who I've talked about a couple times on this channel. They've been on my podcast and everything. So we went out to get lunch, and we went around Target, just doing some shopping, stuff we don't really need but wanted. So we had a fun time after I picked up my car, which was $500, which I'm not happy about, but we're ignoring for right now. And then Sunday I did something cool. I went for a walk with a bunch of other people you'll see, and it's for the Walk to End Alzheimer's, which is a disease of memory loss, and you can read more about it. I'll put a link down below. And my uncle unfortunately suffered and passed away from this disease, so it was nice to do that and kind of remember him that day. So I had a lot of fun with that, even though it was just me, but I had a great time anyway. And on Monday, I went to the Cheesecake Factory with my friend Corinne, who is a college friend, and it's good to see her again. And we already have plans to meet up again, so you might see her later in this vlog too. And we obsessed about the food for a while. We love it there. Another thing that I did this month was update my validating blog, which is different than the vlog. The blog is more written and it's monthly, so I do kind of make an effort to craft some sort of message of what's going on in my life, and then kind of spinning it to make it not inspirational, but like motivational, I guess, to anyone that's reading it. But it's mostly for me to look back on of like, oh, a year ago this is what I was going through, and now it's much different than what I'm going through now. So I sat down and wrote that post, which you can go see in the link in the description if you are at all interested. I also spent a good amount of time prepping and planning for my classroom, which I'll talk about now while it's on my mind, is that I am in a second grade classroom for the first time. I had this whole intention of documenting the process of my first year, and of course this is kind of doing it, but I'm not going to go in depth like I thought I was going to earlier this year, just because I'm sharing a classroom, and obviously students' privacy is really important to me, so like all of that stuff doesn't make sense to film or document in detail. But just know that it's going really well so far. There's a lot of things that I'm uncertain about or kind of stressed out about, but I feel like that's natural, and over time I'll just get more comfortable with the kids and the students and my colleagues as well. So I spent some time preparing for the week and printing out a lot of stuff at the library. I wanted to share this too. My student drew an elephant to celebrate October. He knows my favorite animal is an elephant, so I thought that was sweet. I also took some footage of just me driving to work because I thought the leaves looked really cool. So here's that footage too. And then earlier today, I worked again because Saturday, like I say, I work every Saturday at a tutoring center. Last week, I wanted to mention too, another drawing of a student that drew me. You can see, you'll be the judge if it looks accurate or not. And I thought it was cute nonetheless. And then after that, I went grocery shopping at Walmart and I got some baking supplies. So I'm going to bake later this week. And I might post some on here for the vlog, or I might do some on Instagram too. But keep an eye out for that, it should be fun. So that's all I'll say for now, but just like I did this week, I'm gonna film during the week and then regroup on Saturday, talk to the camera, narrate what I'm doing, and then go from there. See you soon. Alright, so it's a week later, so that means it's time to walk you through what I did over the week. First, on Sunday of last week, I visited my aunt and uncle who live in Worcester, and they were nice enough to invite me over there, and we saw this parade. It was the first annual Italian festival of some sort, and as you can see, there's a lot of weird, different kind of people that were in the parade. It was a little strange, but it was fun to watch, and I got to walk around Worcester with my aunt and uncle, so that's never a bad thing. And we watched the football game, and I laughed because my aunt is such a good host, and she kept handing me food and snacks and stuff to enjoy while we watched the football game. It was a great day and perfect weather for what we did, so I was very happy to do that, and it was great to see them, like I said. On Monday, it was actually Columbus Day, so I got the day off from school. My friend Corinne, who I just mentioned not that long ago, came up to see me. We went to a restaurant and we got ice cream afterwards and even baked some cookies. So here's some footage of that too. I didn't film anything on Tuesday and Wednesday just because they were school days. There was really nothing to report on either of those days. But on Thursday, I went to a field trip with my students for the first time with this batch of students, and they did pretty good overall. They were a little chatty and curious about everything. We went to this cool wildlife sanctuary thing in a place nearby, so that was fun to see the kind of nature around us. The weather was okay. It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't raining for that long either, so it was good. It wasn't too bad, luckily. And we took a cute photo that I won't show, unfortunately, because I don't want to show faces or anything, but it was cute, and I was glad to see the students kind of outside of their normal schedule. And then Friday was back to school, just a normal day, but my co-teacher actually was taking a personal day, so I was kind of on my own for the day. I had to take charge, and I like doing that every once in a while just to show the kids, like, hey, I'm a full-time teacher, just like my co-teacher is, and just because she's not here doesn't mean we don't have to do the work. So that was a crazy day because she wasn't planning on taking the day, but I just said, don't worry about it, we got it covered, and we got done what we had to get done, and I had a great day overall, and I think the kids did too. And then yesterday on Saturday, I visited my hometown, Ashland, because I had a dentist appointment, and I don't know about anyone else watching, but I don't want to switch dentists right now, even though I live an hour away from the one I went to. I just like holding on to that little bit of hometown life, because then I get to visit my friend. And I visited Laura, who you guys know from episode 5, season 1 of the Validating Podcast. So I got to visit her for a little bit. We went out to eat, and I got some Mexican enchiladas, which is always good. And it was good to see her too and catch up, because it's been many months since I've seen her. So that was fun. Now it's Sunday again, so just like last week, I'm going to continue to vlog little bits and pieces, and I'll see you again in a week. So it's October 30th, so it's the end of the month. I didn't film as much as I wanted to, but I'll kind of explain what I did, at least the fun parts. I went to Merrimack's performance of The Wolves, which is a play featuring all female cast, which I've seen before, and it was fun to see their version of it. It was really good. Everyone involved was really talented, and I liked to see the show. And of course I worked, but as I've said before, I don't really film at work, and that's obvious for many reasons, but I was working all day during the school weeks just to get used to teaching second graders and kind of getting the groove of things. I'm now starting kind of a new program with my reading students, so it's nice to see the progress being made just with myself, but also my students, of like what routines can really do for students and myself. So it's been good to kind of progress in that way. It's crazy that we're starting November in a couple of days. I'm having trouble believing it, but it's really fun in the same way. On Friday, I went to the mall that's closest to me because they had a deal for pretzels. And anyone that knows me, I love Auntie Anne's pretzels. I don't know if anyone else out there likes them, but I think they're so yummy, so I always try to get a good deal if I can. But I was disappointed because they ran out of the cinnamon sugar flavor. And again, only 2 of you will care about this, but I ordered a pretzel and the nuggets to get the deal, and I was hoping to get half cinnamon sugar, but they didn't have any, I guess. So that's disappointing, but also very delicious in the same way. I also met up with Jillian yesterday for lunch, which was awesome, and you guys know Jillian from season 2 episode of the Validating Podcast, so it was good to catch up with her. She's actually doing the fellowship that I did last year through Merrimack, so it's fun to see how her experience compares to mine. She's taking the same courses with the same professors, so it was really fun to catch up with her. And then last night, I actually went to a Halloween party hosted by my friend Corinne. Third time I'm mentioning her during this vlog. Maybe I'll get her on the podcast someday. We'll see, but she is a good friend who loves to host, so she invited a few friends over. I dressed up as Woody, as you'll see, and it was great to catch up with the friends that showed up. And it was good just to hang out and be with people for a little bit, so that was really fun too. It's crazy to say, but October is wrapping up in the next day or so, and it was a great month. I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad I got to show you glimpses of it. Obviously, a lot of it was not shown, but thank you for sticking around and watching my month. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I am planning new videos all the time and trying to think of what I can show you guys of my life, but also hopefully new podcast episodes eventually. I have people in mind, and they've expressed interest. It's just about actually doing it and filming and editing and all that stuff. But thank you for watching this video, and stay validating. I always say that, but you know what that means. It's just be positive and put good into this world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.